I'm talking to her about, normal women's shoes, and she's asking me about why my butt looks so good in my pants, and I'm like, these are Dickies. Everyone looks the same. Oh, hi there. You've
Christmas.
just caught me regaling my friends with a tale of earlier today. This is It's a Football Show. To my left is Sean Whitney. To his immediate left is Justin Throngard, and I myself am Sam Heflin. Welcome back to the program. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. You'll notice a fashion improve on Justin on that side. He's now wearing a football scarf. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that football scarf?
The Middlesbrough, or actually it's just Middlesbrough, the Riverside. Because let's face it, their mascots don't make any goddamn sense. They don't even have mascots.
Some of them don't even have...
It's a
How
place.
would you have a mascot for the Riverside?
I don't know. Well, I mean, what's the Riverside?
Is the mascot?
It the Middlesbrough's Riversides, or is it the Riverside Middlesbrough?
You were there.
I do not know how the soccer football works. Football works at all.
Unless you're from England and it's just football. Football!
Right.
Right. You're very English looking.
Yes. Well, it's just a nice scarf. I've never owned a scarf in my life before. Not very many people own scarves in America, I don't think.
Yeah, they're nice.
It's a good... If you live in a windy place, it's a must-have.
It also does a very nice job of covering up the bleach spots that are on my shirt underneath it and the armpit stains. I can just move it to wherever I need to at any given time during conversation to cover up how yucky I am as a person.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of the NFL, last week, the Buccaneers were eliminated from playoff
That was
contention.
a heartbreaker.
It is a real heartbreaker.
How does that happen?
And now 2-10.
How does that happen indeed?
2-10. Unable to get to the playoffs as of last week. The Saints, Panthers, and Falcons still eligible.
Yeah.
There are already 5 10-plus win teams in the NFC, and none of them are in the NFC South.
Correct.
There are only 3 10-plus win teams.
It's looking
the
like
AFC.
a lock for the Minnesota Vikings to take over the South, you know?
If they could get in there,
You know about them Vikes? They just need to move that team.
they would
and
be in
dominate
the playoffs.
that division. Yeah, right now.
Be in the playoffs if they could make
They could
it
beat
in there.
anybody in that division.
Hey, the 49ers would be winning it.
Yeah, what do the Saints have? Are they 5 wins?
The Saints are six wins.
Yeah.
And they control their
6 and
destiny.
8. And the Panthers are 5-8-1 because they went ahead and tied somebody this year.
Which is
The
always
Cleveland
awesome.
or the Cincinnati Bengals. Sorry,
Yeah.
Cleveland. Sorry.
Well, Cleveland also tied this year.
Sorry
so-
for a few things.
Didn't they?
Cleveland.
No,
No.
they tied a few years
Is it
back.
just Cincinnati and
Ju-
Carolina?
that's the only one this year.
How about that?
Yeah. Obama.
Oh,
Gotta get the Obama in here. Obama. You know how he screwed up this week? Well, he called James Franco James Flacco.
That's awesome.
Easy mistake. I
You
thought
know-
that they were the same person for about 6 months.
In a press address about the whole debacle with the Interview movie, was trying to make light of it. Like, oh, apparently an entire country can make a full attack on a movie with Seth Gorn and James Flacco. He actually said Seth Green. He knows who he is. James Flacco.
Seth Green's not in that movie.
Green?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Whoever.
You should run for president.
I should run for president. My sights on governor are too low. Yeah, well, anyway, he screwed that up. I screwed up whichever Seth is palatable
A
at the
guy
moment.
with a beard who smokes pot, starring next to James
other guy
Flacco.
who,
right?
yeah. Then Flacco tweeted to Obama at Obama whatever tweet that it's James Franco.
Uh-huh.
And then he tweeted Franco, welcome to the family. Because he's apparently James Flacco now. Flacco is yet to receive a formal apology from Obama.
What?
A man who he has met because he won the Super Bowl
Right?
when Obama was in the White House. You met the man. You screwed up his name with another guy who you probably met too. Because his press secretary was Kumar. Don't you remember that?
That's right.
He was. Whatever
Obama's
his
press
name in
secretary
real
was,
life is.
Kumar.
Speaking of bad with names.
Yeah. remember his name.
On the way out of things that we're talking about before we start the show, Johnny Football or John Gas Pump? What do we think?
John Gas Pump?
I'm just saying, move to Oregon, they pump the gas for you. He's got a job.
He does have a job in Oregon.
Or selling the weed, because that's legal there now too.
He sure did look like shit.
Not good.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, we had last program commented on how bad Hoyer looked.
Pretty bad.
Not this bad.
Not as bad.
Apparently, their coaching staff knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Weird.
Or their fans do.
The fans don't. They're like, bring in Johnny Foot. Or I don't know if it was their fans or the media. Or like anybody was like, it's time to give the kid a
Bradshaw
chance.
said bring in Johnny Football.
And Pettin is like, you know, I've been watching him, and I think I'm going to stick with Hoyer. He'd been saying that the whole time. Well, at least we all believe him now.
Yeah.
Apparently he had a good week in practice, so it looked pretty solid.
I'm willing to give him
Pumping the gas for the players.
Well, you got to give him this one as well. Otherwise, you know, you can't just pull the trigger. I think he's going to start this week, isn't he?
Oh, of course he's going to start
He's
this
got to
week.
start this week.
Yeah.
He'll start next week.
Yeah, you've eliminated yourself from playoff contention by starting him, so
Right.
you may as well see whether or not you can win a game with him.
Ugh.
Yuck.
What the fuck were they thinking?
I don't know, man.
It's the Browns and a quarterback.
Everybody threw that guy during the draft. It was like, Johnny Football? No, that guy sucks. No, he's never going to make it in the pros. And then week 14 comes along. It's Johnny Football time because we got Brian Hoyer. And he's hey, you guys remember Matt Schaub? You guys remember Matt Schaub? Who was the guy that threw 7 touchdowns against or not 7,
6.
6 just last week that
Fitzpatrick.
also got through under the
A
bus.
few weeks.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
Hey, quit throwing quarterbacks under the bus. You aren't smarter. Here's the problem: is the fans they dictate, they mandate. Bradshaw gets on TV
In poor
and says
towns, they do.
that you got to get rid of that guy, and then the owner starts putting heat. Like, I'm watching TV, and everybody says you got to put in Manziel, and then all of a sudden he's like, "You're gonna lose your job, coach, if you don't put in Manziel." And the coach is like, "Well, I don't have a choice. I either want to coach football." Or I want to stand by my morals? I don't know. It's dumb. Don't listen to the fans. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to Terry Bradshaw. You guys are paid professionals. Do your job. There you go.
Or maybe as a paid professional, Pettin was like, I'm going to do better at the Browns than I've done, or they've done forever. I'll go ahead and tank this season, even though we were in contention. Just to show them, hey, you know what? I think I know this football team
don't think
a
that's
little
a
bit
good
better.
plan.
I don't think it's his plan. I think that somebody forced him to cave, and, well, sure enough, he was right.
Yeah, he was right.
He was right. Well, and Hoyer probably would have done very poorly against the way Cincinnati was playing that week. Let's not take anything away from those Bengals. That was a good-looking defense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Solid performance.
news, Justin.
The news. Jim Harbaugh.
Around the globe.
Jim Harbaugh had a bachelor party. You guys hear about
He's
this?
already married.
He had a bachelor party again.
Oh,
I don't know.
Did it involve free slacks that are all the same?
Yeah, his bachelor party made the news regardless. His bachelor party seemed pretty tame. He didn't have any strippers. Well, I don't know. The news isn't reporting about the strippers or the boat parties or the Minnesota Vikings or Mike Vick or anything like that. He did, however, have a game of laser tag.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. This quote came...
Hurtless paintball, if you will.
Yeah. Sure. He won. He won the laser tag.
Against children.
This quote comes from mlive.com. I'm not familiar with this site, but it came from them. When the fake smoke cleared and the game wrapped, it was revealed that Harbaugh recorded more kills than anyone else in the party. Harbaugh won. Because he always wins. But upon further examination of where each person's shot came from, it became clear why he won in such a landslide. All of his shots came against a 10-year-old kid, laughs Eric Bakhtaria, sounds like a Star Wars character,
Sure.
who played for Harbaugh in college and in the NFL with the 49ers. He just sat there hunting this 10-year-old kid so that he could win.
Well, you know what?
That kid had a bad
That
day.
sounds about right.
He had a real bad
I've heard
time.
some stories about the man who I loved as a younger person when he was at the Colts. As a Colts fan, I thought he was the greatest thing. Finally had some good seasons in Indianapolis under Harbaugh. Found out some things later. Sounds like he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I'm sure nobody at his own bachelor party, nobody probably wanted to win.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure a 10-year-old
you
kid
got
doesn't give a
this one.
fuck.
Oh, you know what?
A
I know
10-year-old
people.
kid is
Like Colin Kaepernick.
please
and
stop shooting me, sir.
Alden
I don't even
Smith
know
and
you.
You know what? I'm pretty sure.
John.
Pretty sure two things. The guy who's already married shouldn't have a bachelor party. I'm also pretty sure a 10-year-old boy should not be at a bachelor party. Just saying. Bachelor party, 10-year-old boy. Different arenas.
Totally
Married
works
man?
in Thailand.
Married man bachelor party, separate worlds.
I have a bachelor party right now. Married man, this is my bachelor party. I have a bachelor party every time we do this show. Basically the same thing I did on my bachelor party when I got married.
And it's the same. Because,
Shoot a 10-year-old boy in the face with a laser.
Emotionally and psychologically, that's what you do to me every week.
Yeah.
Follow me around with your laser tag gun.
The metaphor's not working for me.
No, it's not.
The Bills.
Sure.
They went to Ford Field the other week,
Yep.
with the snowstorm. You know what
On
they...
snowmobiles, right?
Right. Yeah, they got there via snowmobiles. Well, after barring Ford Field, they did two favors for the Lions. First, they beat the Pack. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Bills. Then, in thank you for barring the field, they bought the entire coaching staff and the players pizza and hot wings.
Wow.
It's a classy move. Thank you, guys. Here's some pizza and hot wings.
Yeah.
Get fat so that when we meet in the playoffs in a couple years, because the Bills aren't going to the playoffs.
They're not mathematically eliminated yet.
No.
That win kept them alive.
Yeah, well, the Lions are not a lock either, but
They have 10 wins.
we'll see what happens. A couple weeks there, Aaron Rodgers. So I thought that was a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Classy move. You
I
gotta
like-
do stuff like that. I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bills. I like the Bills quite a bit. I like that franchise and their attitude, and I like the Lions for the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Play at our field anytime. It's fine. It's a nice place. It's a nice
Yeah.
place. Sure, it's Detroit, but it's a nice field.
Good
Yeah,
player.
we'll eat those. They look yummy.
Yeah. I also like the Bills going back to the white helmets. I think that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, slick. Those
Like
are
the white
slick
helmets.
Yeah. Pot roast
Pot roast.
is yummy. That's the news. No, pot roast for the Denver Broncos. One Terrence Knighton had something to say this week.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what happens. At the end of the year, we're hoisting that trophy. I don't care if New England doesn't lose again, which would then mean that
No,
you're
guys,
not.
say
In the
that.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't care where we have to play. I don't care who our opponent is. We're not going to be satisfied until we host that trophy. So if we've got to go to New England in the playoffs and win somewhere we're not used to winning, we're going to make it happen. Write that and put a big period after that one. Exclamation point! Pot roast.
Which
Not a
assuming
period.
another exclamation point after the pot roast.
No,
Was
I
that
put-
just that was
Oh,
your
I-
embellish-
yeah.
all caps.
Pot roast for me!
Exclamation
Exclamation
point.
point,
Okay.
not for Terrence Knighton. Yeah. So guaranteed victory from the Terrence Knighton for the Denver Broncos,
I like
winning the Super Bowl.
I like it. I'll take it.
Who said the same exact thing last year? Didn't somebody say that for the Denver Broncos? Didn't pay off. Was it pot roast?
No, I don't think
It's
it
a little
was.
bit different. A little bit different last year.
Nobody guaranteed victory last year.
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
Well, hopefully it works out. I do have a fun fact though. You know who did guarantee victory?
Ha!
I already forgot his name.
Colin Kaepernick.
No, he played for the Eagles. Not Deshaun Jackson, the other one.
Macklin?
No. Never mind. It's not important.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice use of 40 seconds there, buddy. Is it all right if Sean does the bad surprises?
Was it Riley Cooper?
It was a guy that went to the guaranteed that within 5 years the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl, and now he plays for the Redskins. Within 5 years,
Deshaun Jackson.
It was Deshaun Jackson. Yeah.
Okay.
It was Deshaun
So
Jackson.
that was great.
So that's the only other Super Bowl prediction that I've got, other than, of course, Broadway Joe.
Well, he needs to push back his timeline a little bit if he's playing for.
Maybe he'll
the
go back to the
Redskins.
Eagles.
Who knows?
Maybe it wasn't consecutive 5 years either way.
In 30 years, the Redskins are going to go to the Super Bowl. Anybody want to take me on that? Take me up on that one? 30 years?
30 years? I'll take
I
the
don't
Redskins
know.
in 30 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. Bad surprises.
That was a bad surprise.
Redskins 2056. We're going.
Back from the future. All right, bad surprises. So, Eddie Lacy is questionable this week. I don't know if you guys saw any of this. Eddie Lacy
a little
business.
bit, yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't know how to wear contacts. Has extended wear contacts, wore them way past the time. Has some eye issues now.
They've fused to
They've
his eyeballs.
used- yeah, he probably had to get them out with shovels or something, or like some sort of like a letter opener. I don't know. But, and he refuses to wear goggles. You know, the cool sports goggles. So yeah,
The sports goggles are just cool. I don't know why anybody.
I don't know why
refused
Von
to-
Miller
know.
quit wearing them.
I think they're.
yeah,
They're awesome.
You look cool, dude.
no, like the Amari Stoudemire.
like you're from the future.
You're from the
And
future.
let's stop talking about football for a second. Talk about basketball. Portland Trail Blazers versus the Chicago Bulls in the finals.
Everybody's
Jerome
thinking
Kersey
it. Jerome Kersey
has the round
Yeah.
goggles. Horace Grant has the square goggles. It was the battle of the men from the future.
Cliff Robinson's got a headband. He was there, right?
Yeah, he was there.
He's got a headband.
That didn't help.
Eh,
No,
headbands are
they-
sweet too, though.
I think Glide wore it. I don't remember if Glide wore a headband. No, he didn't wear a
He
headband.
wore wristbands.
He wore wristbands.
Yeah, those are sweet as well.
Yeah. Glide played well in that series. It was too bad the Bulls won.
Accessorizing is sweet in sports. In life, not so much.
No.
Nice scarf. You got a bleach spot right over there.
Oh no!
No, it's bleach spot.
And cover that up. That's actually red beer.
All right, back to bad surprises.
So speaking of the NFC North, awesome division. The Bears, very promising at the beginning of the
Oh
year.
god, the Bears are promising right now, aren't they?
They are turning things around,
I
steering that,
promise
riding that
they're
ship,
not
riding
going to
that
go.
ship. Yeah, bad surprise. Jay Cutler, highest paid quarterback, benched. Not playing this week. Jimmy Clausen,
Clausen.
riding the ship. Yep.
I don't think, what is he going to take, 3 snaps, you think?
And then get Gunslinger back out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're hopping back out there. All right, you learn your lesson? No.
That Lovie Smith deal is sure working out.
It didn't work out for Lovie
Wow.
Smith either, even though he was in playoff contention until last week.
He was in playoff contention longer than the Bears were. By about a week. Actually, it was about like 3 weeks. The Bears are terrible.
Yeah, they are.
Terrible.
They're a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Real mess.
So another bad surprise. So Tom Brady in the news again. Apparently,
Imagine that.
Apparently, when they lost to the Packers, there was I didn't watch this game, but I guess there was some camera on him where he was saying some profanity on the sidelines
Okay.
during the
He
Packers
should be
game.
allowed to.
So CBS showed this.
Uh-huh.
Well, the FCC got some complaints for it.
Meh.
Yeah, 3.
Put
3
it on the
complaints.
internet, NFL. Just put it on the internet.
So to the 3 people that complained to the FCC about the Tom Brady thing, boo, bad
Boo.
surprise.
Ah,
All right, so next, because of so many playoff implications this week in the NFL,
Sure.
a lot going on. Ticket prices are probably pretty high this time of year for the games. Now, you guys know what the highest ticket price game is this
gotta
week?
be. Well, the Cowboys are playing in Indianapolis,
Yeah.
so it's not at Dallas then.
No, it's not going to be that one. Well, it could be that
It
one.
is that one.
It is
Is that one?
Oh,
Indianapolis is charging Dallas money?
$428 a ticket.
May as
average.
well.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, God, what's the average ticket price throughout the year?
Lucas
About
Oil.
$300?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I had. Bad surprises.
Ouchie.
Well, this week, speaking of good job on the Lovey Smith fire,
Oh, hey.
this week under the bus,
It's the Chicago Bears.
Nope.
Damn it.
it's close. Tennessee Titans, a few years removed from the good job. Good job firing Jeff Fisher, your head coach of 16 years.
Yeah, that's paying off.
And then they hedged their own bet by keeping Mike Munchak as their coach. That was a Fisher guy that had been on the staff the entire time, and they managed to kind of keep the system around, win 6 to 8, maybe 9 games.
Float
Over
around.
those, you can float around, and they
Sell some
clean
tickets,
house,
at
sell
least.
some tickets, clean house, bring in Wisenhunt. Worse than the Jags.
They are worse than the Jags.
They're worse than the Jags. They would have been better than the Jags, but you know what happened? They lost to them last week.
Yes, they did.
2 seasons removed from a 13-3 record, they fired Jeff Fisher. 2 seasons removed. Yes, it was a very disappointing playoff performance that they had, but at the same time, they got Manninged. It's like, oh, you lost your first playoff game. Okay, Peyton Manning came in and threw a bunch of touchdowns. What? I mean, you in your front office there, your checkbook going to stop Peyton Manning? I don't know. Probably not. Apparently, you're going to fire me, and your checkbook can't stop Peyton Manning.
Can't stop Andrew Luck either.
Yeah, this is going to be... If they lose again, they lose. If they only win the 2 games that they have, it'll be the worst season they've had since they were the 1994 Houston Oilers, who were 2-14, which was the year after they decided not to keep Warren Moon. Another fantastic decision. Yeah, he was past his prime. He went ahead and played 5 more years.
Wow.
Fisher himself was an interim for Jack Pardee, who was by the record, very good coach for them. So apparently that franchise just likes to yank the chain for bad reasons, because they kept Fisher on for a long time, right?
Right.
And then just...
He was the guy. Not the guy as in that's the guy. He was the face of the organization. He was
that's all I ever knew of them.
Yeah, that's all I ever...
Titans?
Jeff Fisher.
Went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If the Rams had a quarterback, it might not be the Cardinals. It might be the Rams. They're that good. The Rams are good everywhere except quarterback. Fisher's a good guy. Good coach. Way to go, Tennessee. You're under the bus.
Definitely under the bus.
You're worse than the team that's been the worst team in the NFL for as long as I can remember.
Joke of a bad team.
A joke. You're worse than the joke. Ugh.
Yeah,
Driving the bus? Jacksonville Jaguars!
Yes.
Thank you, Tennessee.
Good news.
And you know what? It looks like those fucking cabanas paid off. Got 'em!
Yeah.
Super awesome, not so super awesome.
This week, the Super Awesome. Another good, warm and fuzzy, even though it has nothing to do with the NFL at all, because he doesn't play for him at all. But we all know the one, Chad Johnson.
Oh, he's alive?
Yeah, he's alive. He plays for the Toronto Schmurgers or whatever.
I thought they had encased him in carbonite.
Well, Boba Fett can't stop this guy.
Oh, I think he could.
Went out to lunch the other day. I don't know who he was with, but I saw he took a tweet of his bill. He's a baller, this guy.
Oh.
$356 lunch.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Guess what his tip was?
$1,000.
Oh, god damn it, Sean.
Was it
No,
really?
$300,
No,
dude. You
that's
just
pretty
blown
nice.
my super awesome.
Oh.
$1,000 is what? Yeah, it was a $300 tip.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, and he left a little note. $300 tip. He had his math a bit wrong. The bill was $352.92, and he left a $300.92 tip, and he totaled it up as $651.92. But whatever. His note.
He just catches footballs.
Yes.
That doesn't involve
leaves
math.
big tips. He left a note for the waitress because Sundays are slow. I was like, dude, that's one of the nicest things I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, that's a very nice thing to
That's
do.
Very kind.
That
and
is-
just sincere.
That is super awesome.
That is super awesome. So there's my award for you this week, Chad Weekend. Chad Johnson. The not so super awesome. The Bears.
Speaking of
They
firing
ran-
a coach,
Did you guys see him run the fake punt?
No.
I think I did, and I don't think I liked it.
They ran a fake punt with 10 men on the field.
Oh boy, not enough blockers.
No, they got called for it. You get called for 10 men on the field. It's
Yeah.
a penalty. It's a fake punt, and they got penalized on it for not having enough guys. How do you run a fake punt with not enough? How do you form up in special teams without enough men on the field? 1, 2, 3. Fail.
Yep.
That's what I got for your not so super awesome.
We got a few minutes left.
Oh, do you guys want to talk about? I don't know. I don't know what our rule is, but I was thinking about this earlier. Our playoff predictions. How are those shaping up?
Not sure. I need to look at those.
When does Detroit go to Lambeau?
17. Week 17.
That's the big one.
Yeah, it is the big
I think
one.
that
'Cause
is
you
one
had
that
the
decides
Packers-
things.
'cause you had the Packers.
I had
going.
the Packers.
Yeah.
I have the Steelers going, and everybody thought I was crazy. I'm still staying with those guys.
Yeah, I'm still staying with those guys.
Yeah.
Did you have those guys?
I did take the
think
Steelers.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
Who had
Much to my
who had the
surprise.
49ers? Anybody have the 49ers?
No, I don't think I took the 49ers. I think I took the Seahawks again.
Now, here's where I'm interested. I took Kansas City and San Diego to take both wild cards,
No, I took Arizona.
and it seems like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Baltimore could be both wild cards, but Kansas City and San Diego aren't out of it. It's 2 more weeks. Everybody knows. I'm not changing.
No.
You can't change.
No, you
Not gonna
can't
do it.
change.
Not gonna do it.
Because you can't.
Can't do it.
I won't do it.
The other news, I'm playing for the Sacco this week.
Oh yeah, I was where I was gonna
Ooh.
go. Was airing
Ooh.
fantasy football
I
grievances.
am playing my wife for the Sacco.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't even get to play. I was so bad in the Cosmo Cup that I haven't even played for 3 weeks. Like there's no. I was out of even the consolation ladder. Yeah, that's what you get for winning
You
3
were so
games.
bad that you
I
get a
just,
buy
like,
for the Sacco.
Yeah, it was just like you're done.
You just had to wait for it.
Yeah, no,
This is the week.
it's so bad. I hate that. I hate my team.
I was the highest scorer, or the second highest scorer in 3 leagues, and I had 1 bad week in every league, and it was always in the playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers really did you a favor.
Oh
this last
boy,
week, didn't
that guy, didn't he help me out? Oh,
he helped me out. So
Yeah, he did.
Is
He
that
beat
the
me.
5th
Thanks for
time
the
during
W.
this episode you've made the
Just think about Aaron Rodgers and his usual point scoring flurry, and then losing points with Aaron Rodgers. In the
I got a
playoffs.
question to fill some time. Is Jay Cutler still your best friend?
If he wants to call me back, then yeah.
You're still
he's
cool.
gonna, he's gonna
you're
have
still
some time
on-
now.
I never said that I I like him. I think it's funny when he looks sad because he's not really that sad. He's just like, it's a game, whatever. I think when he throws the football, it looks good flying through the air.
Just don't steal his wife's breast milk.
Don't steal his
What?
wife's breast milk.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's elaborate. You got
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Oh, the League. You guys seen the League episode with Jay Cutler?
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Anyway.
that was
Jenny
nice
steals
little
his wife's breast milk, and they're not friends anymore. They're trying to be friends with the Cutlers, and
thing. You know what I don't like about the league? Is they're too tied in with these players. They're famous. They're near fame at all times. Like, what? No, these aren't real people. I can't connect with these people. They're famous people.
Well, either way,
And that show's over, by the way. The
Oh,
league has
that's
been canceled.
interesting.
Canceled?
Yeah, or whatever. It's done.
Done.
Yeah.
I am still ready to be friends with Jay Cutler anytime he's ready to be friends with me. Not because I think of anything he just seems like a guy I get along with. That was the whole thing to begin with. The reason for the blogs. Not an admiration, but a
But you jerk him off behind tacos.
Oh, would not do that.
Okay.
No, even if it got a little bit weird, where he was like, you know, he only hung out a couple times. He's like, we should give each other a hug. And I'm like, you know what? I barely know you. This isn't really hugging material, bud.
You'd give him a hug.
But for $5, I would.
I probably would because of the uncomfortability of it. Like, okay, hug, and then I wouldn't call him back.
No, it wouldn't even be bro hug. It would
like,
be like
the pat.
No, it wouldn't
the
be
3
like
pat.
that. It'd be the high low. Like he'd be like,
Just reach down for the butt. And the show's over.